Alright guys, welcome back to Soai, and today's video should be exciting because I'm taking you to a 24-hour Jamaican buffet. I've never been to one of those before, so I'm super excited to try it, and I've seen a lot of viral videos on it on social media. Now, let's clear up a couple things quickly about a 24-hour spot. Now, if a buffet is 24 hours, one of the biggest concerns is going to be the freshness of the food. How often is the food rotated? Now, in today's experience, I'm here at 11:30. I might be here until maybe 2. So that's going to be my experience. My recommendation, if you're coming to a spot like this, try to catch it during the lunch hour periods, maybe early morning. Anything else after that, I definitely cannot account to what that experience might be. However, this spot is on 94 to 14 Sutphin Blvd, which is literally beside the JFK airport. So if you're just coming into New York, you can stop off here. If you land in the area of Queens, check this place out. You can get the first-hand experience here. But I assume that they're catering to a lot of the airport workers. So that's probably the reason why they're open up at 24 hours. Again, if you're coming here, if you want to get one of the better experiences, I haven't been there as yet, but I would recommend coming during the lunch hour period. All right. I'm gonna also be linking up with a super popular content creator here in New York today. He's gonna be showing me this place. He's one of those persons who blew it up. So we're gonna hop inside, we're gonna meet them and see what this experience is like. Wagwan.
Wagwan, my boy. What's up, man?
Yeah, no, bro. Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so we're outside here with Mr.
Oh, Lord.
Yo.
My brother, man. Respect,
Great
man.
to finally meet you, bro.
Yo, listen, I ain't gonna lie. This was a long time type of video. I'm supposed to do this video with him since, like, I don't even know, man, since a long time. This guy, I give him the respect. He's a real OG when it comes to the food reviews. He been doing it longer than me, bro.
Yeah,
so I gotta
facts.
listen. Shout out to you, man.
Respect.
Shout out to you, my brother.
So when I first got to New York, a lot of especially the short form content was you. And one of the spots that I saw you put on was where we're at right now, Yah Suh Nyce. Could you tell me about this spot and like
all right,
what you
so
like
guys,
about it, the
honestly,
food, everything?
This is personally my favorite, honestly, because this is the first ever I don't know if it's the first ever, but I would say 24-hour Jamaican buffet spot in New York City, especially Queens, and like right next to the train station to go to the airport, the JFK airport. It just kind of like, it's kind of crazy to even think, like, so I don't know, like when I first heard about the spot and I tried out the food, I'm gonna be so real, man. It was really fresh, you know what I'm saying? So I told my bro out here, yo, let's go out to this spot, come try it out for yourself to see if it's really good or not, and just let me know, bro. I need real honesty, you feel me? That's it.
You're gonna get that today.
Yo, listen, I be watching his videos, you be like, yo, the jerk chicken, hold on, let me see right now if the jerk chicken is good. Yo, let me see right now if the jerk chicken is good. But you take that bite, he be like, He be like, yo, I can tell that's not on the grill.
All right, so we're inside the spot, and what's pretty surprising when I first got in was to see the seats. I never knew it had seats in here, so if you want to sit down, you could grab something. Now, it is not an all-you-can-eat buffet. So you're not gonna grab your plate and eat and eat and eat, and it's one price. You're gonna pack your plate up, and then they're going to weigh it, and whatever the weight is, that's how much you're gonna pay. All right, now we got a top-down view. You can see the buffet there. It's relatively small, but it has a lot of different food options there. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. When I first popped in about an hour ago and I saw the food, it looked a little bit like it was a bit beat up. But what they switched over to now, and it's now 12:25, it looks a lot better. It's a lot fresher. Everything on that steam table looks amazing. So again, please bear that in mind. I did check the Google review score. It's somewhere like 3.7, 3.4. I'll put it up on the screen, and that's telling me a lot. There might be a lot of people coming in like really late, and maybe the standards fall off in comparison to what you see on a short or a reel or a YouTube video. So again, I think this time of day is gonna be the perfect time to get the things fresh. All right, let's check out the steam table and see exactly what this food looks like. All right, so you gotta get gloves before you touch anything in here. And I don't know for some reason, but today the rice was in the back and the rice looks like it's shelly. We're gonna try that soon. I'm gonna stand back because they say no talking over the food. All right, so you talked about the curry oxtail.
Yo, listen, first ever curry oxtail, I'm not gonna lie to you, 24 hours and they serving like the first ever curry oxtail. And look, he's a real Jamaican food critic, man. He never even had Jamaican curry oxtail in his life. Come on, bro.
So I'm gonna try that.
Bro.
Hold on, I wanna show them this though. I'm gonna stand back and they say no talking over the food. So this right there, this is your creation?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, when I first came here, I said, yo, bro, let me get some jerk lamb chops. He said, what? You wanna do what? Nah, man. Wait, what do you mean, jerk lamb chops? I said, bro, let me tell you something. We're gonna do something a little, you know what I'm saying? A little American and a little Jamaican, you know what I'm saying? You gotta implement that.
Nice fusion.
That's because, you know, the Jamaican scene, we gotta make sure it's not boring, it's not the same traditional.
I agree.
You gotta have some type of specialty with the Jamaican and, you know, America, you know, because we live in America, so we gotta implement the two cultures together.
Yeah.
So I said, yo, let's make some jerk lamb chops, bro. He said, okay, let's do it. You just start shuffling it up. And I was like, yeah, bro.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. It better
try
be
that.
good.
I ain't gonna lie. I think this is like, I don't know how much it is, but this go for a lot of money though.
Yeah.
That right there is the best seller right there. The jerk lamb chops is the best seller, bro. Take a bite of that real quick, bro. Let me see how it's busting. Be real too. Tell me how it is, bro. Be real.
I like it. It's not too spicy. Well seasoned. And most of all, it's tender.
Nice.
And that's what we're looking for.
All right, this seems like it might be a Rasta pasta, so I definitely gotta try that. And just over here, you got the indifferent curry oxtail. Mr. O.Lawd and I got the exact same plate. So it got the curry oxtail right there. He got the same thing. Is this Rasta pasta?
Yes.
Or just a regular pasta? Okay.
Rasta
Rasta pasta. And then we have the jerk lamb, which was inspired by him.
Matter of fact, I don't want to say Rasta pasta. You know why?
I know.
Yo!
It's copywritten, but it's one of those things. All right, I'm gonna dive right in right now.
Let's get it.
Take a look at this plate.
Nah, first of all, listen, I want you to try out the jerk lamb chops for me, bro.
Okay.
All right, guys, you about to try out the jerk lamb chops for the first time, man. Now, his first time. Let's go. Well seasoned, huh? How you feel about it? Oh shit, it's kind of spicy. A little spice in there. Well seasoned, spicy. You can tell by the meat. It's real juicy in the inside. How you know how you feel about it? Let me know how you feel about it. All right. What would you rate it though? Your first time eating this, what would you rate it?
It has a good amount of tenderness to it, but I'm tasting something that's different, that's not very familiar with the jerk. It has a slight, almost tangy taste. Almost like you use like, I know some people use like yogurt to kind of soak lamb. I gotta ask the chef, what exactly is it? Do you know?
Like, well, I don't really know.
It tastes really good, and it works very well.
I'm not gonna lie.
It tastes good.
It's really like, you could tell like by the inside of it, it's very tender on the inside. Like it's actually nice and tender on the inside. But the flavors he actually put on it, yeah, it's kind of different. It's really different.
It tastes good. Point blank.
What would you rate it though?
Would I rate it? It's anywhere between an 8, 8.5 around.
8.5. Okay.
It's good. The spice level is it's not super spicy for me, but you could taste pepper for sure.
Okay. So why do you? All right. So question of the day, right? If it's it's an 8.5 out of 10. What do you think it would take to get to a 10 and not an 8.5?
If it came right out of off the skillet. like it's like super hot because it's sitting there for, I would say, at least 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So it kind of, you know, the liveliness kind of drops from it.
Yeah,
but like you said, if you look in there, you can see a bit of the pink. It already tells you that it's not tough, pretty tender. Overall, it's solid.
8.5. I'm gonna give that 8.5 too, bro. 8.5. We're going to 8.5 on that.
I'm gonna go for now the pasta.
Oh, the Rasta pasta. Yo, listen, this guy here a real yard man. You understand me say right now?
Yeah.
So I need you to really try the Rasta pasta to tell me how you feel about it. Honestly, I'm not a really big fan of the Rasta pasta like that.
Okay.
But just let me know how it tastes though. I kind of feel like it can have a little bit more flavor, but it kind of do look seasoned right now. So, you know, have a good, I want to see how it tastes though, for real. It looks really good right now, I'm not gonna lie. It looks real good right now.
The 3 minutes is excellent.
Okay.
The 3 minutes is excellent. The spice level on it is also excellent.
Okay.
In terms of flavor, it's not very punchy, but I accidentally got just a little bit of the oxtail curry. Bro.
Oh, shit's creamy though.
And the both of them together.
Ooh. Oh shit, this shit mad good, nigga.
Yeah, both of them together is mad fire.
Now this is mad fire.
Both of them together is mad fire.
Oh my God, this is good.
The only thing that I would say is missing from it is the color. So for a Rasta pasta, the Rasta colors are red, green, and gold. So the pasta would be the kind of like the yellow or the gold. I'm not seeing the bell peppers like the green.
Oh wait,
the red,
I got some of this right here.
That.
You got some of the bell peppers right here?
Yeah, but it should be more consistent
It should
throughout.
be more consistent.
Yeah, even when you look at the thing, that's the only thing I could say. More traditionally, some people use a tricolor pasta.
Tricolor pasta.
The tricolor pasta has the red, the green, and the yellow already in there. But we don't do that because it kind of looks a little way, so they use the bell peppers. But besides that,
I'm not gonna
Rasta
lie.
pasta is like easily like a 9 going 10.
I'm not gonna lie, the flavor is in there. I'm not gonna lie.
It's good.
I don't know. I think they actually changed it up. The first time I came, it did not taste like this, but it actually does taste good, bro.
Tastes better.
Nah, it do taste better, bro. It's really creamy too. Pause. Pause on that, nigga.
That little gravy go crazy. That's diabolical.
No.
All right, so rice and peas. Rice and peas for me, it's a solid miss at a lot of places. This one off the bat looks really shelly. It almost looks like it's a basmati rice. It probably is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the rice, hell no. Huh? I'm not effing with the rice. I don't like the rice.
You don't like the rice here?
No.
Okay, let me try.
Not the rice.
Now, you want me to give you my opinion? The only thing I go for there when I go there, I get the mango habanero wings.
Oh yes.
Just because.
Yes.
If they crispy, it doesn't depends on the cook.
Yep.
I come at nighttime, so I know the shift.
I'm glad you said that.
The mango habanero and they do have some good meatballs. It depends on the cook.
Yeah. Depends on the cook, bro.
Well, it depends on the cook, and also the jerk chicken can be good some days. Sometimes it can be dry and too hard. That shit
But I just kind of feel like, look, at the end of the day, right? It's always dependent on the cook. Like, I'm telling you, bro, like, sometimes you may try it.
Lazy. And then sometimes with the rice, I be like, is the beans hard or not? Like,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it all depends on the cook at the end of the day, but I honestly, bro, out of this whole thing right here, bro, the jerk lamb chops, I need you to try out the curry oxtail right now. See how
I already told you. I took a little piece of it with the pasta.
Yeah. Pain, right?
Bro.
Yo, the combination of the two?
Bro.
Crazy.
I'm gonna try a full spoon, fork of that.
Take a full.
But the rice was just almost gonna be on the money. Because it's a basmati rice, every time you're trying to do something very shelly, you run the risk of it being a little bit dry. So it felt a little bit on the drier side, but in terms of the flavor, I could taste a little bit of the sweetness of the coconut milk, which is amazing. It's nice and shelly. I'm not mad at this rice and peas today. Today, look at this.
Bro, I need you to take a real bite of that oxtail, bro. That
I
curry
am.
oxtail, man.
I definitely gotta taste the curry oxtail because,
bro, come on. Let me see you really take a good bite.
For me as a Jamaican, this is a little bit taboo because we do not make curry oxtail like that. It's more like a trend thing now, but I'm gonna try that.
Try it out, bro. Be real, be real. Be a real honest man. Oh, Yah Suh. How you feel about the flavor?
Anything curry to me is good.
I mean, I would not knock that. I would not knock that.
Anything to me, curry is good. The curry has a really nice flavor. The way the curry sauce is, is perfect. It's not too, in Jamaica we say it's too long like the sauce. It's not too watery.
It's just nice flavor.
It's nice flavor all around. Which one would I prefer? Regular oxtail or curry oxtail?
Ooh.
I'm still gonna go with the regular oxtail.
Regular oxtail, bro. Come on, man.
I'm gonna go with the regular oxtail.
Man.
But this, if you're looking for something a little bit more unique, want to check something different out.
Out of this whole dish right now, what's your actual favorite, bro?
Oh shoot.
I gotta ask you that. Out of this whole dish, cause you gotta understand, bro. Not everyone's gonna get the same. You know what I'm saying? The same thing. So if they had to pick from this right now,
if I had to pick, it would be a combo. I think the pasta with the curry oxtail just now was pretty fire. The jerk lamb was actually really good too, but keep saying this when it comes on the jerk, without the smoke and that slight tangy taste that I was getting, an OG person that's going for jerk is going to be like,
nah.
But as a lamb itself, properly
Perfect.
Seasoned, cooked properly, not underdone, not overdone.
I guess so. All right, so I guess that's what it is. The jerk is not. All right, it's not even the jerk. It's gonna be the rasta pasta with the curry oxtail. That's what his favorite go.
That was fire.
Now, and yo, you can see the look at the look at the coloring of that. Coloring of the two just matches perfect.
It's beautiful.
Perfectly.
So I'm gonna be honest. Today it's a comped plate, so I didn't pay for this. But the weight of it, how much do you think this is costing? Remember, you chose to make the most expensive thing on the menu. This dude came out with the most expensive thing ever, which is the lamb chops. How much do you think it's cost?
Especially like with two like meat on it, pause. Two meat on it too. That might go over 28.30. Probably go over 28.30.
You know what? I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna weigh this. What's the left back?
You know what, let's
and
weigh it.
Let's go weigh it, and we're gonna see how much it's gonna cost. So weighed it. It's 1.6 pounds. I never ate a lot just now, so maybe it's like 1.7 pounds. We're gonna see what the cost for that is.
You also got lamb in there?
Yeah, there's lamb in there, and there's curry oxtail.
Yeah, it would be $39.75.
$39.75. You said what? 28 is $39.75.
Oh.
Because of the lamb. I told you put that expensive stuff in.
That jerk lamb. Damn, how much you go for the jerk lamb?
It's 25 pounds.
25. Damn. Okay. It is what it is.
Oh my God. Yo, bro, what's that? What's that? Tell me what that is.
We got lobster tails. That's curry lobster tails. We got some form of fried shrimp. The cranberry rice I'm interested in trying. The steamed veg. We got some, what I think is some jerk pork there. Oh, Lord.
I'm not gonna lie, one thing about you know how to portion your food right.
Yeah.
You really portion it like it's art. Like, I never did food like, what? That look mad, hella good, no cap.
Yeah. So now we got the seafood portion of what we're doing today. We got some curry lobster. That look good. I ain't gonna lie, it look good. And you see that they got the Caribbean lobster, the spiny one. This is the real OG Jamaican type stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
We got some shrimp here as well. The cranberry rice, I've never heard of it. I ain't gonna lie, it sounds kind of gimmicky, but I'm interested in trying it.
Yo, I'm gonna be so real. I was there when they made the cranberry rice. I need you to try it out. Yo, that went viral, bro, on Instagram.
I want to try that. Then we got the steamed cabbage here, and we got some jerk pork. Let's dig in. You got a fork?
I have to get a fork, man. Wait, can I just take a? Let me just take a bite of this one. Check that out. Alright, you want to take a bite of this?
Go for it.
Nah, listen, you gotta go with me, bro.
I am.
Oh damn! Now I kind of feel like I'm unsanitary. You put some. I feel mad unsanitary right now, bro. Like, come on.
All right, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Oh. texture is
It's okay. It's semi good. It's semi is meaty. It's like in a medium side of like soft and hard. Right?
and in truth, because it's been in the steam table for a little bit. But I've been to some high class restaurants in my life, and I've had like tough lobster. This is perfection.
You lying.
Nah,
You lying like?
I'm not lying.
Talking about like $1,000 lobster tail?
No, not that much. But like I went with my family and we bought like maybe like 7, 10 lobsters and some other stuff. It was cardboard, bro. No joke.
You know what it is, guys? You don't want to say what the restaurant is. I get it.
I can't. I can't. It's a very prominent one in Jamaica.
Oh.
All right, there we go. So the lobster is pretty good. Nice curry flavor. I'd like a little bit more spice on it, but besides that, that's
Yeah,
good.
finger looking good like that. Oh, damn.
All right, we're gonna jump into that jerk pork. Want a piece of jerk pork?
Let me get a little piece of that jerk pork. Wait, so what would you say about the jerk pork? Is it grilled or is it not grilled? You know, you the master, you the observer of that. I gotta know.
You're not really getting like a very high fat smoke
Okay.
taste on it, but because pork is so fatty, when that drips on any grill, it creates a level of smokiness there. So it's not too bad. I can see barely anything of a smoke ring, so it's definitely not smoked or anything like that.
Okay, let me see.
But it's good. It's pretty good.
Oh shit.
It's pretty good.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I'm not mad at it at all.
Inside of it, you can see the juice coming out the inside. Look at the juice just coming out the inside of that jerk pork. Check it out. Look at the juice just coming out of that jerk pork right here. Come on. Damn. Okay. It's good.
I'd buy this stuff easily. It's good.
And then like, the more you chew, the more flavor, like the more flavor it get. Like, the more it just keep hitting. Look, the jerk pork is not a type of jerk pork that just going like, you know what I'm saying? You know how some type of food you eat it, and then like the aftertaste doesn't like
Hit you.
Yeah.
This one is good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I still feel it.
I'm definitely not mad at it. The cranberry rice. I won't lie, it looks very presentable. When I first saw it, I was wondering like how this rice and peas look different from the next, but then I realized it's not rice and peas, it's a cranberry rice. It has a nice type of glossy, almost sticky type look, and I assume a feel because of the sweetness of the cranberries. So I think I'm gonna like this, especially if you like Thanksgiving. This might be a good one.
Listen, I need you to try it. I tried it before. I think it's good, but I need you to try it, bro.
Let me try it.
First time, bro. Oh boy, I'm getting scared. I'm getting scared, man. How you feel about it?
I actually like it.
You for real?
I actually do like it. Texturally, if you're looking for like a rice and peas type texture, it's not the same
is not
thing.
the same, no.
It's not the same thing.
No.
But if you want a rice that's kind of sticky and a slight bit of sweetness on it, you're gonna definitely love this. The execution, I would say, is damn near next to perfect. It has nice flavor as well. I'm not sure if they use coconut in there. Do they?
I think they definitely do use coconut in there, but no, they don't. It's just straight cranberry juice and white rice. Cranberry juice.
I'd add this to a Thanksgiving plate.
Okay.
Yeah, this is it's kind of ingenious. It's who made this? Like who thought about this?
Bro,
You?
the chef. Bro.
The chef?
Yeah. Yo, one thing about this 24-hour Jamaican spot, a lot of their food is not the same. I need you to understand that too. The food is not the same.
They add variation.
Every week,
oh, they change it.
they change it. He does some creative things, bro. Like we doing like mango salmon. You know what I'm saying? We got like the jerk lamb chops, right, that I created. But also too, you even have spinach rice too. So like different type of like dishes that they do every week.
Okay.
Every week. So like if you guys ever on the Instagram, when you guys check it out, you'll see it. But every week they do different type of like menu.
And the shrimp is mad flavorful. That shrimp just now was like
Word?
It had a lot of flavor. That's really good.
The curry, that's curry shrimp, right? Is that curry shrimp?
No,
What's that?
I don't think so. I taste curry because of the lobster juices.
So what type of shrimp is that? I like curry shrimp, no?
Yeah, because the lobster juice ran down there.
But it's not curry shrimp. What type of shrimp is that?
I have no clue. You should be telling me.
But how does it look? How does it taste though? I need you guys to actually see how the shrimp look. So you guys, anytime you come out here, you guys can probably get the same thing. But what would you rate the shrimp though?
If I got it fresh, I would say easily like a 9.5.
You're not lying, right?
I'm not lying.
For real?
Like easy on 9.5. Based on how it tastes now and how long I know it was in the steam table, I could already predate it. Be like, yeah, when it was crispy, it was fire, for sure. But in terms of what exactly it is, I'm getting the lobster gravy on it. So I don't know. There was two types. I don't know if one was sweet chili and one was like a regular fried shrimp. I'm not sure. I'll ask them inside.
Well, question of the day. Would you come back here again? Would you come out? Would you come to Yah Suh Nyce, the 24-hour Jamaican spot? Be real with me, honesty. Would you come out here? If you did not know about this spot, would you recommend it to your friend or your family, to your sister?
Should I pause this and then we?
No,
I'm messing around. Okay. So there's two types of spots in the world, maybe even three. There's one that you would travel miles for. It don't matter where you are, you're gonna find it. I wouldn't say that this is that kind of spot where I'm gonna be like leaving all the way from like Yonkers or New Jersey to come out here for. If I see a content creator like yourself, do it, I'm like, why not? But it's definitely one of those spots that if I'm in Queens, if I'm in Queens and I'm like, I feel for Jamaican food, out of all my experiences so far, this is one of them I'd be like, yo, definitely come to this one.
There's a lot of places. I even spoke to one guy right now. He said, bro, I'm a construction worker at the street right here. I never in my once ever heard about Yah Suh Nyce or the 24-hour Jamaican spot. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely saw it for Instagram and social media. But like I said, even people from where, like here, they wouldn't even know that this spot is a 24-hour Jamaican spot. Like literally, if you check the sign, they just made the sign up like literally like a week ago.
A week ago?
A week ago.
Damn.
A week ago, bro.
Oh, and the cabbages are fire. Like it's not, it's not soft.
That look good. Some real nice steamed cabbage right there. Listen, guys. We back here again. This is my boy right here, legendary OG Soai Vlogs in the building, man. Come on, stop playing with him. We gonna catch you guys in the next one. 24-hour Jamaican buffet spot. What you rating this?
8.5.
8.5. I'm gonna give this like an 8.9. I'll give it an 8.9. But listen, good high rating. I think you guys should love it. If you guys are in the LIW train station, is it LWR?
LIWR.
LIWR?
Yeah.
Is he really from New York? You could tell he drive. Yeah. You could tell he drive. All right, so that was another good experience. I got a green juice. They conveniently have a juice bar in there, so if you are into the healthy kicks, you can definitely check them out. And yeah, one of those spots, if you're ever in the Queens area, do check them out. It is not an all-you-can-eat buffet. It is just a buffet. You can take as much food as you want, but you're gonna have to pay for it by weight. All right, if you love videos like these, definitely drop it in a comment. Let me know where you would like to see me go to next, or if there's any collabs that you want to see me do, let me know as well. I know a lot of these people, I see them, I comment with them, I talk with them, sorry, and it's just a matter of time, you know, before we do these collabs for you guys and show you some other new places. All right, I'll see you guys on the next video. Remember, you see things, love, nature, and adaptation. And always remember to keep the link.